Hey there, FlossTube. I'm back. And I have short hair, which I briefly touched on in the knitting podcast, but yeah, I got bored. And I got sick and tired of all the dead ends, so I just cut them off, and now I'm funky fresh. I am Sadie. I am your host, also known as Blue Rune on Ravelry, Sadie Rune on Twitter and Instagram, or Yarnivore. You can find me as Yarnivore as well in some spots. It is May, which means we are into Stitch Mania, which means while my knitting podcast was excessively short for a knitting podcast, well, excessively short, it was 20 minutes, which is still long, but yeah, I've got a lot to report on this front, so let's jump in and start with the finished objects, shall we? Let us shall. Day 2. And I'm going to do this non-chronological because I have a couple finished objects and they are not in the right days, but hey, work with what you got. So day 2, as you may recall, big, little is my plan. It was the Shining Star kit, the Winter Holiday Shining Star from Mill Hill, and I decided I was turning it into an ornament. So the ornament is done. A Christmas ornament is done. Which means I've got 2 of them done. Which is good, because I think I have to do like 20 or something. I did the math, and it's ridiculous. So it's a good thing I'm starting now. So this one's done. It's going with the other one, which is in my desk here. And then day 4, and I haven't put the felt, I haven't glued down the back or put the felt on the back, but I got the poinsettia one done. So I'm going to throw it, apparently. I'm going to glue this down a little bit, and then I'm going to glue a piece of felt over top so that you can't see the back. And that's going to be a ornament gift as well. So now I am down 3 out of 20-ish. 3 out of a million. That's what it is. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera. That's what it could be. My goodness, we've got a lot of family. There's nothing wrong with that. Drinking Gatorade. I was drinking coffee just a second ago, but I've moved on to the Gatorade. Tonight, so today is day 6, right? It's my 6th, it's day 6. Is it my 6th? Yes. 20 days till my birthday and anniversary. Huzzah! I will be working on this one, which is the Garnet Spiral. I hate the word garnet, so I'm just calling it the Christmas ornament. And this will take me to number 4 being done. So this will be number 4. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. So my 2 FOs, that one I didn't mean to show you, but I did anyway. It is a future plan. Another future plan is this little cat, which I got from Goodwill for 99 cents. Like, I mean, how can you go wrong? It's not very Christmassy. So maybe I'll boot it. I don't know. I like it, though. I think it could be a Christmas ornament. It's got a heart. I suppose I could just, if I changed the bow to red, that would be Christmassy. I don't know. I'm reaching at this point, because I've got it, so why not use it? So, let's jump into the name of the game, Stitch Mania. Here are the ones that are not finished, and what I've been working on this week. So Sunday was the first day of Stitch Mania, and I had decided on this one. It's called Friends Forever. The artwork is by Elna Ellis, and it's a Lena Lawson Needle Arts chart. Got it on eBay. I actually got a as you may recall, I got that group of Lena Lawson stuff on eBay for really cheap, which never happens, which made me excited. And I'm doing it on a piece of 14 count, almost, what is this? It's a cross between an ecru and a yellow, maybe a buttercream. It's a big piece that's clearly been cut up, and it's got some light staining going on up here, but that'll get cut out anyway. And I got the one sheep face done, and it's adorable. There's going to be a lot of back stitching on this, which I'm fine with. But yeah, so that was pretty much the summary of Sunday. Hubby and I had a staycation Sunday, I guess, and we were both cross-stitching and watching Friends on Netflix, which sounds kind of lame, but that's our kind of weekend, you know, chill. And he's working on a secret project that I can't tell you about, but it's pretty awesome. Maybe when it's finished I'll show it off. So that was day one. And so I started that. Day 2 was the Mill Hill Shining Star, which is finished. Day 3, I started on this one. I'm very organized and methodical sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. And this happens to be one of the times. I am doing the Halloween skull. It is out of the Halloween 2014 Just Cross Stitch Spooktacular, whatever. It is designed by Alessandra Beretta, who is Alessandra Adelaide Needleworks. I am changing the colors. I am changing them to being the colors that Tracy sent me. So let's see if I can do this right. The black is staying black. The black is staying black. The purple is staying purple. It will be this purple, which is pretty close. Instead of the orange, it is this blue. Instead of the yellow, it is going to be this orange. And instead of blah blah blah, instead of the red, it will be this green. And these are Boutonette Stick Twist Embroider Feel Embroidery Floss. Boop, boop, boop. Color 1012, 6-ply, 100% Baum wool cotton. Farbrecht. So, I'm keeping them in my pencil case, which I got at Daiso. Sweetest friend, I like whipped cream. I actually don't because I'm lactose intolerant, but that's for another day. I am doing the skull on 18 count Aida. This is a piece of ecru. And how does it go? It goes like that. Or like that. It goes like that. There you go. And this is the nostril area, and this is going to be an eye socket area. So I got a little bit done, not too much, not as much as on Sunday, but hey, I was busy. I was busy on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I guess. Tuesday? Wednesday, then Thursday, yeah. So this was Tuesday. But it is started. It is going to be fun to work on. And you can't go wrong with skulls, right? I can't. Maybe you can. I can't. There was a question someone had posed on either Stitch Mania or Cross Stitch It's Fun, and it was what do you not like stitching? And some people do not like Halloween, which works out for me because I'll take all of their Halloween stuff. I personally don't do angels or religious stuff. I'll do the occasional angel. I'm very picky, but I don't do anything religious. Sorry. And then, so that was day 3. Day 4 was the poinsettia. Day 5, I started this. It's called Terra Australis. It's a dinky die design by Joanne Mason. And I decided I was not going to use the dinky dies, which I have, but rather I was going to replace it and use my silks. So this is 1/1 on 28 count. White even weave Monaco, yeah, like that, and I'm doing 1/1, and that's how far I've gotten, and I'm friggin' loving it. So I'm really excited about that. There we go. The inside, sorry about that, and the little fleur-de-lis piece that's done is out of my silk in Temptress, the Temptress colorway. And then the shaded purple is Purple Haze, which is also mine. And I'm going to use the 2 of them to do the whole thing. I'm just subbing them out for the called for Freo and Noosa. I'll probably do it again with the Freo and the Noosa, but I really wanted to play with my stuff, and hubby thought it would be a good idea. So then we debated about which 2 would go together the best, and these are the 2. Although I think I might do... I really like this one, and it's like 9 by 9. Like, it doesn't come out very big. On 28 count, it should be 8.3 by 8.3. So I can do several of these and probably give them away as presents if I don't feel like keeping them. And I think that the Sunset on the Sound and the Blue Ruin would look really nice together as well. So, having fun with that. This is my first 1/1. I'm liking it. I didn't know if I would, but I really do. I see what Mackenzie's talking about, the lovely array. She was all about it, and I'm getting that. I understand now. I understand. I'm part of the group. Which is going to make me want to do all my 1/1 projects, and while they are harder to see, so you do have to take more breaks, I just love the way it looks. I may end up doing 1/1 skin on Mirabilias after this, and I don't need to, but between my enjoyment of the 1/1 and having watched Kelly, the Evergreen Needle, doing the comparison between the 1/1 and the 2/1, 2/2. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to try it at least once, so that's going to be happening soon. Now, as you may recall, I said I had this pattern, which I love, which may be subbed in, possibly, on my Stitch Mania. And I have the bead pack, and I thought, hey, I had to, because I know I'm starting the winter Mirabilia during Stitch Mania. I know I am, because I've kitted it up and everything, except I need the 1 packet of beads, right? So, sorry about all the crinkling. So I needed 1 packet of beads. And you can't just go to 123 Stitch and just order 1 packet of beads. I'm sure there are people who can. It isn't me. So I ordered the ones I needed for winter, which is 02031. That's all I needed. Could I leave it at that? No! I was like, whatever. I'll get the water lilies for the... what is your name? Sunrise Laguna Mermaid. Because I'm going to do it on a white even weave. White 28 count even weave. Which, guess what? I already have. Like, I have some laying around. It's a Monaco, Charles Craft, even weave Lugana 28 count. Pew! And... so I already had that, and I had the beads, so I figured if I got the silks, then all I needed was the DMC, and that's a joke to get, right? I can go to Joann's or Michael's and pick those up, no problem. So I picked up the water lilies I needed, which is Midnight, Periwinkle, and Pine Forest. Which means she is DMC shy of being kitted up completely. Because I am a crazy mess. And she's adorable. So all the beads, all the water lilies, I just need the DMC. I have a problem. I like acquiring stash, and if I am no stash queen, but here's the thing. I was trying to cut down on yarn stash, and that didn't work out very well. But when I was doing really good at it, I started accumulating cross-stitch stash because I started cross-stitching, and I started accumulating that stash. So now I have 2 stashes. You know what? That on top of the fact that I have sewing stash that I still have, like, I mean, there's too much stash. I need to stash down is what I need to do. She says before she's going to show you even more. So those are the things I worked on. I got my 1, 2, 3 stitch order. I also got a piece of 18 count fabric that was in the clearance because I think it was, who is it, Fiber Artsy? Who said? Crystal, who said that there was, you could check the clearance for fabrics, which was genius, so now I always do, and it was like $5 for a great big piece of 18 count. I was like, yeah. And now some people are really hurt by that whole sentence, because that hurt my head. I followed it, and it hurt my head. And then it arrived. I placed this order like 2 months ago, so you know exactly where it came from. And of course they sent me freebie ones. And I actually think I'm going to do the Titania, who's by Summerhouse Stitch, at the top there. If you can stitch it off that, good luck for you. I'm probably going to do that and the work basket out of my silks because I think they look good. And I like freebies, but my stitching bits and bobs came. So I will show you them now. If you don't like haul, nice seeing you. If you like haul, stick around because these are awesome. And I am so excited. I shouldn't be so excited, but I'm so excited. And so I got Hazel the Witch. Would it be nicer of me if I took these out? Do you care that it's going to add time to things? Like, because it's up to you. It is totally up to you. So here's Hazel the Witch. Look at her little bat. Just look at that. Look at that. I'm not even going to lie to you, the bat was 90% why I bought the pattern. That, and it was, you know, 20% off. But I love the little bat. I love the little witch girl. I could see it going in an imaginary female child's bedroom. Okay. These next 2 are the entire reason I made this purchase. Seriously, I was talking to my mother on the phone while I was looking at these, and my poor mother, because I was like, I don't even know how to deal with this. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. So this one is called The Great Journey, and it's by Jean-Baptiste Monge. There's Monge and Mogaroo, I believe. And look, just look. It is a gnome riding a vole. Or possibly a mouse, but I'm going to call it a vole because I think that's even cuter. How cute is that? I can't even. I didn't understand what the sentence "I can't even" meant until I saw these. They will be kitted up pretty much as soon as Maynia is done. I know this. I know this to be true. Even though there's like probably as many flosses as you need in a Heaven and Earth in there, because they're heavily blended. Heavily blended. And these are all Lena Lost in Needle Arts. I'm pretty much going to be their fangirl. Although Nimue, who's someone, Nimue, Nimue, whatever. Someone pointed that out to me. It's British, and they have a lot of the same stuff as Lena Lawson. I love it too. I want the cats. This one. God, this one. It's called Hedgehog House. Can you just, okay. Look at that. Look at it. It's a little gnome smoking a pipe on a hedgehog with a bell. Think about it. Just think about it. Don't you just... There's bells and a gnome and a pipe and a hedgehog. His house is built on a hedgehog. That's me. That's me struggling to comprehend the awesomeness that is the gnome on a hedgehog, called Hedgehog House. And this one, it has a very small list of things you need, and it is 7 3/4 by 10 on 14 count. It's 110 by 140. I need to do this like tomorrow. I can't, but I want to. I got this one kind of because of my mom and me. My mom loves owls, which is why I have an owl tattoo. But I saw this and I was like, it's a reading owl. Come on. It's called My Favorite Book, and it's a little owl. There's a whole series of little owl ones, and I'm just all about these little owls. It's the Precious Owlette one. Some of them have like series they're from. And this one is part of the Precious Owlets series. Hazel is part of nothing. This one, also worth the wait, although my mother informed me I need to cover up the fairy because her chest is showing. So if you're offended by nudity, even if it's in miniature, go away now. Otherwise, check her out. I'm just gonna, there we go. Look, it's a fairy on a raven. It's called the Raven Queen. And seriously, you don't have to put her nipples in if they offend you. But oh my god, look at this bird. Look at the detail on it. I could just do the bird without the fairy and the nipple, but I don't mind nipples. If you mind nipples, I totally edited that for you, but she's got beautiful wings, and she's wearing stockings, and I really don't care about her nipples. They don't bug me. The Raven Queen is awesome. Again, featuring the artwork of Jean-Baptiste Monge, who I love. I adore. My mother-in-law is sending me pictures of handspun. I like that too. And then I got one of this collection, and I kind of want them all. Where am I going to put all this stuff? You know, eventually they're just going to be rolls and rolls of it. But it appeals to my inner cat lady, the crazy one. It is the anemone cat. There's a whole series of these. They are part of the Fairy World. I don't know. Featuring the artwork of Myra Petite. There's a whole series of cats. The Flower Cat Collection, that's what it is. And all the cats have different flowers, and I friggin' love them. So this is the first one. I think there's like 10, and I'm going to eventually have them all. To which I won't even be able to can't even. And that was my haul from Stitching Bits and Bobs, of course. Now I want to cast on. Now I want to start stitching everything, but I can't. I have to do the one I need to do today. And I have to do the one I need to do today. And then I don't really care what I do. I will probably continue on with the Terra Australis because I'm really enjoying that one. It's my big plan. And this is a 24-minute video. Wow. It's probably going to be long again next week too because I'll be checking in with the rest of everything, which is all kitted up and ready to go. I have it written down in my little booklet, which has all my things in order. I'm crazy. It's going to get crazy up in here. Crazy. So that was everything I had for this week. I don't really have much else to say. I didn't bring up a tag to do, so I'm going to leave that there, and I will see everybody next week. Happy stitching, happy Maynia. Bye.